So you're eating healthy, right? Plenty of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. But the scale isn't budging, or honestly, it's creeping up. Don't worry, you're definitely not alone. The truth is, the grocery store aisles are littered with health halos. Foods disguised as nutritional superheroes but secretly sabotaging your weight loss goals. Today, we're diving deep into 10 of these food imposters, exposing the marketing myths with a dose of science-backed truth. Get ready to swap out those sneaky diet saboteurs for real wholesome foods that'll have you feeling and looking your best. Granola. It's the breakfast food that seems to have it all: crunch, flavor, and a reputation for being the healthy choice. It's got that wholesome, earthy vibe, conjuring up images of rugged hikers, early morning yoga sessions, and people who just seem to have it all together. But let's pull back the curtain on this seemingly innocent breakfast staple, shall we? Because sometimes things aren't quite as pure as they appear. That crunchy, clumpy goodness often comes with a hefty dose of added sugars and oils, turning a bowl of oats into a calorie bomb that could rival a candy bar. In fact, some store-bought granolas have as much sugar per serving as a dessert. Think about it. Granola is designed to stick together, and that usually involves some serious binding agents. Those clusters you love, they're often held together by more sugar and fat than you'd expect. We're talking syrups, honey, and oils, all in the name of texture and taste. These ingredients aren't just for flavor, they're what make granola so addictive and satisfying, but all that sweetness comes at a price. The sugar content can sneak up on you, especially if you're not reading the label closely. A seemingly harmless quarter cup can pack a whopping 150 calories, and that's before you even add milk. And let's be honest, who actually stops at just a quarter cup? Now, I'm not saying you have to give up on granola entirely. It can still be part of a balanced breakfast if you make a few smart choices. But let's get smart about it. Check those nutrition labels, compare brands, and don't be fooled by clever marketing or all-natural claims. Instead of relying on store-bought brands, why not become the granola guru of your own kitchen? Making your own means you control exactly what goes in. It's easier than you think. Plus, you can customize it to your taste and dietary needs. Less sugar, more fiber, whatever you like. Start with a base of rolled oats, the classic whole grain that gives granola its hearty texture and keeps you full longer. Then get creative with nuts and seeds for healthy fats and protein. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, these add crunch and nutrition. Sunflower seeds, the possibilities are endless. You can even toss in chia or flax seeds for an extra boost of omega-3s. A light drizzle of maple syrup or honey adds just the right amount of sweetness without going overboard. And a touch of coconut oil helps with binding and a satisfying crunch. You can even experiment with spices like cinnamon or nutmeg for extra flavor. Remember folks, knowledge is power. The more you know about what's in your food, the better choices you can make for your health. By taking control of your granola game, you're not only cutting out unnecessary sugars and unhealthy fats, but you're also creating a delicious and nutritious breakfast that will fuel your body and power you through your day. Plus, homemade granola just tastes better. Now that's what I call a swap worth making. So go ahead, give it a try, and see how easy it is to make a healthier choice. Yogurt. It's practically synonymous with health food, right? And yeah, it can be. But before you grab that brightly colored container of fruit-flavored bliss, let's take a closer look. Those fruity flavors often come with a hefty dose of added sugar, turning your morning yogurt parfait into a sugar rush waiting to happen. We're talking upwards of 6 teaspoons of sugar in a single serving. That's actually more than you'd find in a scoop of ice cream. And all that sugar does is spike your blood sugar, leaving you feeling sluggish and craving more sugary treats later on. But don't despair, yogurt lovers, there's a simple solution. Go plain. Plain Greek yogurt is a nutritional powerhouse, packed with protein and probiotics without the added sugar overload. Now I know what you're thinking. Plain yogurt, that sounds boring. But trust me, with a few simple additions, you can transform plain yogurt into a flavor-packed breakfast or snack. Fresh berries add natural sweetness and antioxidants, while a sprinkle of cinnamon or a drizzle of honey provides a touch of warmth and complexity. You can even get creative with chopped nuts, seeds, or a dollop of unsweetened nut butter for a boost of healthy fats and protein. The possibilities are endless, and your taste buds and your waistline will thank you for it. Veggie chips. The name alone makes them sound like a healthy, guilt-free snack, right? After all, who wouldn't want to munch on something that promises the goodness of vegetables in a crunchy, tasty form? They sound healthy, and I mean, They might even have pictures of vegetables on the bag with bright colors and words like garden fresh or made with real veggies splashed across the front. But don't let the marketing fool you. Those clever labels and pretty pictures are designed to make you think you're making a smart choice, but the reality is often very different. These crunchy snacks are often more chip than veggie, and in many cases, they're not much better than regular potato chips. They're loaded with processed oil, salt, and, honestly, some pretty questionable ingredients you probably wouldn't use in your own kitchen. Think about it for a second. How do you turn a watery vegetable into a crispy chip? You guessed it, frying. And not just a quick sauté, but a full-on industrial process. And not the good kind of frying like you might do at home with just a little olive oil and a sprinkle of sea salt. We're talking industrial-scale deep frying, usually in unhealthy oils like canola or palm oil that can really wreak havoc on your health over time. And don't even get me started on the sodium content. These chips are often dusted with way more salt than you'd ever add yourself. One serving of veggie chips can pack a third of your daily recommended intake of sodium, and that's if you stick to just one serving, which, let's be honest, is pretty tough to do. All that salt can leave you feeling bloated, thirsty, and even craving more snacks later on. But fear not, chip lovers, there's a better way. You don't have to give up crunch or flavor to make a healthier choice. Ditch the processed, store-bought options and embrace the power of homemade roasted chickpeas. They're easy to make, budget-friendly, and endlessly customizable. These little nutritional powerhouses are packed with protein, fiber, and flavor, giving you long-lasting energy and keeping you full between meals. Plus, they make a satisfyingly crunchy snack that won't derail your healthy eating goals or leave you with a salty aftertaste. All you have to do is toss a can of drained and rinsed chickpeas with a drizzle of olive oil, just enough to coat them lightly. Add your favorite spices, whether you like them smoky, spicy, or herby, and a pinch of salt for taste. Spread them out on a baking sheet and roast them in a preheated oven until they're golden brown and crispy, usually about 25 to 30 minutes. You'll be amazed at how much flavor and crunch you can get from such simple ingredients, and you can experiment with different seasonings every time. Plus, you'll be in control of the ingredients, so you know exactly what you're eating and can avoid all those hidden additives. Making your own snacks means you're fueling your body with real food, not processed junk. So next time you're craving something crunchy, skip the veggie chips and try roasted chickpeas instead. Smoothies, they're everywhere these days. On breakfast menus, in gym bags, and all over your social feed. They seem like the epitome of health, right? A quick, tasty way to get your fruits and veggies in. Fruits, vegetables, all blended up into a convenient and delicious drink. What could possibly go wrong? But hold on a minute. Not all smoothies are created equal. Before you join the drive-through smoothie craze or grab a bottle off the shelf, let's take a closer look at what's really lurking beneath the surface of these so-called healthy drinks. Many store-bought smoothies are nothing more than glorified milkshakes, cleverly marketed as health foods. They're loaded with sugar, fruit juice concentrates, and honestly, a bunch of questionable additives. Some even contain artificial flavors and colors to make them look and taste more appealing. Those innocent-looking fruit blends often contain minimal actual fruit, relying instead on sugary syrups and concentrates to deliver that sweet, fruity flavor you crave. And don't even get me started on the portion sizes. Some smoothies are so big, they could be a meal for two. Some of those jumbo-sized smoothies pack more sugar than you'd find in a can of soda, sometimes even double the amount. That much sugar sends your blood sugar soaring, leaving you feeling sluggish, tired, and craving even more sugar later on. But don't despair, smoothie enthusiasts. There's a better way to blend. You can still enjoy a delicious and nutritious smoothie without sabotaging your health goals or your energy levels. The key is to take control of the ingredients and make your own at home, where you know exactly what's going in. Start with a base of leafy greens like spinach or kale, which are packed with fiber and nutrients, providing essential vitamins and minerals without adding a strong flavor or extra sugar. Then, add a serving of your favorite fruit for natural sweetness and antioxidants. Berries, bananas, mangoes, and pineapple are all excellent choices. Just remember, moderation is key. Too much fruit can still mean too much sugar. For a boost of protein and healthy fats which help keep you full and satisfied, add a scoop of protein powder, a tablespoon of nut butter, or a quarter cup of plain Greek yogurt. These ingredients add creaminess and nutrition without excess sugar. And finally, add a liquid of your choice such as water, unsweetened almond milk, or coconut water to blend it all together into a truly healthy treat. Let's talk about the G word, gluten. Now, if you have a genuine medical reason to avoid gluten like celiac disease, then by all means steer clear. But for many people, going gluten-free has become a trendy dietary choice, often fueled by the misconception that it's inherently healthier. The truth is, simply slapping a gluten-free label on a product doesn't magically transform it into a health food. In fact, many gluten-free packaged foods are loaded with refined carbohydrates, added sugars, and unhealthy fats to compensate for the lack of gluten, which can actually lead to weight gain and other health issues. Think about it. Gluten provides structure and texture to baked goods. When you remove gluten, manufacturers often have to get creative with replacements, and those replacements aren't always the healthiest. We're talking refined starches, gums, and stabilizers that can wreak havoc on your digestive system and spike your blood sugar. So what's the solution? Embrace whole, naturally gluten-free foods. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and legumes are all naturally gluten-free and packed with nutrients. Focus on building your meals and snacks around these whole food superstars, and you'll be well on your way to a healthier and happier you, gluten-free or not. There you have it, folks. 5 seemingly healthy food swaps that could be secretly sabotaging your weight loss goals. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the truth about these food imposters, you can make informed choices that support your health and well-being. Bonus tip. Always check labels for hidden sugars. Look for those O's words. Manufacturers are sneaky, but you're smarter. Don't be afraid to ditch the processed stuff and embrace the power of real whole foods. Your body will thank you for it. And hey, if you're ready to take control of your nutrition and ditch the diet confusion for good, I've got something special for you. Download my free clean eating grocery list. Just comment swap below, and I'll send it straight to your inbox. It's packed with my favorite healthy swaps and grocery store hacks to help you navigate the supermarket like a pro.